welcome back. It's of course Cape Rugby TV, a little bit of sanitization there, some spraying to make sure we're cleaning the hands. But welcome, it's Cape Rugby TV. Nice to have you along every Wednesday where we talk about what's happening in the world of club rugby, Western Province rugby, and of course all the extensions that go with that, like the Currie Cup and the under-20s and women's rugby and the Stormers. But our big focus, of course, on club rugby. Exciting. Big thanks to our partners on board with us here at Cape Rugby TV. Score Energy Drinks, of course, official partner to Western Province Rugby and the Western Province Club Rugby Sevens. And, of course, M-Chem 24-hour pharmacy on the corner of N1 and Durban Road. Let me welcome my guests this evening. Jerome Parvatten, nice to have you back, sir.
Good to be back after a while, JP.
Yeah, you've been doing a little bit of traveling, man, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah. But back again, off for a bit of off time now, so it's good to have this off time.
Well, we can't wait to find out more. We're excited to have you back in Cape Town. And, of course, Faisal Felton, nice to have you back, Meneer.
Good evening, JP. Good evening, listeners. As always, good to be back.
Yep, and also to our viewers, nice to have you all here with us as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think, past weekend we've seen, the crowds and the excitement and that there. So, yeah, we're looking forward to a great season.
Yeah, well, it is exciting, and it's great to have you here because every week, especially now, we're getting new information, new updates. We know you guys are still working on the fixtures and so on, so we'll do a bit of catch up on that. Folks, of course, nice full show for you this evening. We will be catching up with one of the match highlights, at least this week, that we're looking at is All Saints and Macassar. Big derby match, if you think about it. So a lot of friendlies happening at the moment, but All Saints Macassar is on the cards. We also go down to the Stormers, where we catch up with John Dobson, head coach of the DHL Stormers, and Angelo Davids, wing for the Stormers, and Scaro Ntubeni, of course, Western Province Rugby stalwart. Pre-season training at Hands and Hearts. We go down to Hands and Hearts and catch up with the guys there and find out a little bit about some of their pre-season activities. But let's get the ball rolling. It was a friendly match between All Saints and Macassar this weekend. Let's take a look at the first half, and then we'll get our experts to give us a little bit of input. Right, so there we go, our first, I wouldn't say I'll get kicking off our first fixture, but that is of course one of the first friendlies, a couple of friendlies happening at the moment. Jerome, let's go to you. First off then, All Saints Macassar, typical derby match. Nice to see some running rugby again.
Yeah, it's both definitely. You can see the two sides how they play. Macassar has got big boys up front, so they focus was a lot on the set pieces and scrumming. They scrum All Saints a couple of times there, as I see. And yeah, All Saints.
But I suppose we must also remember All Saints are playing Super League B, Macassar is playing Super League C. Do you think it's an unfair call?
No, as I look at it, it doesn't look like that. The only thing is that you can obviously see All Saints is Super B. The way they run in their sort of structure, how they play. But it was the first half, as I see, was a good contest.
So this brings up an interesting conversation, Faith. Let me bring you into this topic here, because for many years now we've been saying that Super League B is the most tightly contested competition. The points 1 week is up, it's down. Teams are winning or losing by 1 point. Super League B, we've always said, is sort of the league of death. Yeah. Do you think now that we're going to see Super League C and Super League B being that closely contested?
No, definitely, JP. I think the gap between Super B and C is very close, as you said. Yeah. And I think it is closing. And if you look at Super League C and the results that we've had over previous years, it was also been 1 or 2 points in that there. So I definitely think, teams moving up between Super League C and moving to B or B down to C, everything is very close. Yep. So the competition is very tight and exciting, as you can see here today.
I love the idea that we're going to now talk about a much closer gap. Macassar coaches Jeremy Jansen, their captain is Clint Stewart. We managed to catch up with him during the match.
Ja, ek meen ons het nou basically vol vraag 3 fitness sessies agter. Donderdag aan dit is about 15 minute aan my team gehad. 'n paar units skills doen, maar obviously met tyd limited gehad om regtig goed te berei vir die game. Maar ja, ek meen om net om die ouens op die park te kry was 'n goeie ding. Ja, jong manne is definitief die toekoms van die klub. So sy wil nie te gou inblend nie, maar sy wil die ouens wat uitstaan wil sy inblend. En dan is er 'n paar ouens teruggekry van wat buite die klub gespeel het. So 3-4 ouens teruggekom en dan nog 'n ander hakkertjie teruggekry wat uit die strand uitkom. Maar ek sit op 'n oomblik met 40 man groep. Maar soos ek altyd sê, die groep maak homself kleiner. Maar by einde van die dag is waarna toe jy bou en nie short-term goals. Short-term goals is daar, maar met short-term goals kan jy of jou momentum en jou long-term goals. My uitgangspunt, ek meen altyd baie ons kom met 2 jaar planne. As jy die players het, dis nie 2 jaar plan nodig en by al die klub waar ek was, All Saints, Rugby, eerste season, promotion, so Macassar in my opinie, as dit kom op player corps en numbers, is sterker as al 2 clubs. As net hoe jy jou players manage, maar ek kan nie sien hoe ons, soos ek sê, dan baie verkeerd gaan in die groep en rondom die groep vir ons om nie next jaar Super League B te wees.
Eerstens wil ek net baie dankie sê vir dat die COVID nie verby is nie, maar dat hy ligter opgeskerp is. Die manne is baie bly, jy kan vandag sien die tipe skare wat ons trek as klub rugby. Maar die manne is baie bly net om op die veld te wees, dat ons saam kan oefen. En ja, en ons is bly om rugby te speel weer eens, man. Ja, nee, wat. Kyk, eerstens wil ek sê, ons het baie manne wat vir All Saints speel. Ons is van dieselfde dorp. Dus ek kom dis 'n derby, hulle call dit 'n friendly, maar ons weet as dit binne gaan, as dit nie 'n friendly nie, is kilobata daar binne. En soos ek kan sê, as die fitness is op 'n level nie. Ons is nou 2 weke by mekaar. En die friendly het ons net goed gedoen. Ons gaan dit hier vanaand af vorentoe met die fitness wise. Ja, nee, ons het 'n meet and greet nou die 26ste van die maand. En dan speel ons die 5de Maart speel ons strand by die huis, ons tweede friendly. Ons sien uit na elke game van hoekom ons weet nie wanneer COVID weer kan lelik terugkom na ons toe nie. So elke game vat ons game vir game. Ons gaan weer Dinsdag lekker oefen, weer by mekaar en dan vat ons next friendly.
Well, it looks like the guys are excited to be back on the park. Jeremy Jansen there, of course, coach for Macassar. Clint Stewart, captain for Macassar. Jerome, I suppose at this time of the year, pre-season, coaches and captains will be looking to make sure they've got their players ready, have a good gees amongst the team.
Yeah, as we can see, I mean, from both sides, you can see, well done to them. They've got teams going. Yeah. The guys are at this stage are not looking too bad. There's a few in Macassar. There's a few guys that can still work on their conditioning, but overall, I think that the coaches or the management staff can be happy with what they achieved so far.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, is the spirit there, and great to see such positive leadership. Folks, we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the second half. Macassar or Saints. Back in a sec.